Alrighty, hi everyone. Okay, so this is my first major video of how I make things, how I do everything, and this project is the one. Hopefully you've seen clips. If you're not, I have clips on my YouTube channel and my TikTok channel. It's a fish. It's a fish head. It's actually a rainbow trout head, and it like opens up to a secret compartment. And yeah, this is how I did it. So, if you ever get tired of my voice, because half the video I'm talking, just mute. Trust me. I get pretty tired of my voice. So, right here we are taking the strips that we just cut, and we are putting them on the main base, so like the back of the fish. And I've seen a lot of other TikTokers and YouTubers use the strategy where they use the strips, and I thought I might try it, just, something different. It's way better than filling the cardboard, like, with it being solid. So, yeah, as we get, like, some kind of teepee shape, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, we're going to go ahead and, like, map out the mouth. And it's actually kind of funny, because in the end results, the mouth is kind of crooked, which that's totally me. Like, in my projects, I always have something messed up or wobbly, it just adds the ink touch on it. So, yeah. And once we get that cut out of, like, the mouth, we're going to go ahead and tape it around. And what I did, I kind of messed up a lot on the mouth. I didn't really know how I wanted to shape it or, like, control how, like, the mouth is going. So I did a lot of different things, but one of my probably best options was to cut out a circle and then cut it in half and then kind of, like, stick half of the circle in the mouth. So you get that, like, curve and angle, like, to where the fish is opening its mouth. So that's what I did. And then, I gotta be honest, later in the process, I was like, oh my gosh, what if I turn this into, like, a secret compartment? And once I have that idea, there's no turning back. So I had to make it. And I did a lot of little details on just making it basically making it hollow. And once I had that kind of figured out, I started taping down the whole thing. So once we're doing that process, I should probably tell you why I did a trout, or if you ever wondered. Trout are fresh water, and they're super cool, and they're super good, too. Like, they're probably, I would say, in my experience, one of the easiest fish to, like, catch, because sometimes they're, like, super stocked, or blah, 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 but they're not as good as ocean fish, but, I mean, it's a rainbow trout, they're awesome. But anyway, once I covered the whole thing in tape, including the mouth, I just Mod Podged it all and took pieces of paper towels and ripped them up and just slapped them on there. And right here is the part which is really interesting. This took me a while, and I gotta say, I'm not the best resin person, but I made my own mold, and yeah, I mixed the two fins a different color. But it gives it character, okay? It gives it character. It's messed up, but it gives it character. And I worked on this for probably hours, just sanding it down, watching all these YouTube videos of, like, how to make your perfect resin see-through and yada, yada, yada. But man, that was a project. But now we're on to the frame. So the frame, it was really easy. I just took a picture frame and then I cut it all up, basically, made it, cool. And cut off the sides, and then, yeah, I'm adding these little spacers, I guess you could say, inside the picture frame, so you can't see, like, through it, for when we put the fish on it. And yeah, so going back to our fish here, we're going to obviously paint it white, just as a base coat, so when we start painting, it will look all nice and amazing. So, I took UV resin, which is absolutely amazing. Whoever made this, seriously, God must have given you a vision or something. Amazing material. I love it. But as we're continuing, I did paint the mouth. I had second thoughts on what way the fish was going to look. But, all fish have gills and, all that stuff in their mouth. So it totally works out at the end. And as you saw what colors I was using, just bunch of greens, bunch of lighter greens, darker greens. Mostly on the top we're going to do darker, and then we're going to slowly go down and lighter. And as you have the underbelly, which I did as like a really light yellow and orange. So, as we're working on the frame, just making sure everything works out, we're going to add some magnets just so the fish head can stick on the wall. And we should be good. Just doing those finishing details on the top of the head. There's little dots that they have that are just all sporadic throughout their body. I think those are probably the best parts. And yeah, like I said, I had to use a few eyes just to figure out which ones I was actually going to use. Little did I know. And as we slapped those fins on, we added the eyes. And that is my fish project. I hope you guys do consider subscribing, and following, and I'll catch you on the next one.